Okay, one.
I don't even know where to start. Have you ever taken on a task that is so big, at least seemingly big, that you have no idea or clue to where even to begin? And it just seems so overwhelming that you end up not beginning at all and never moving forward with it? Well, I get that a lot from people that are considering going carnivore, but they have no clue where to even start. The whole concept of carnivore is so foreign to them, they've built it up so big in their mind that they truly have no clue where to start. So I selected my top 4 areas that I feel are imperative to have in order before you launch into the carnivore lifestyle. So let me go through these with you real quickly. The first thing that you need to do is set your marker. What are you working against? In our case, in mine and Greg's case, we were working against poor blood work. We had a current blood reading. We knew what all of his levels were. We knew what all of my levels were. And our biggest needle that we wanted to move was not weight, was not body composition. It was markers in his blood. As soon as we saw those markers responding, we knew we were on the right track, but we had to start with a marker. So if you have a poor blood reading, if your lipid panel looks bad, if your A1C is too high, so many variables in your blood work that can help you determine whether or not your health is on track. So pick that marker. It can either be blood work, which means that before you launch, you need to have some current blood readings. That way you have something you're working against. If it's body composition, then you need to take the time to get accurate measurements. If you have access to an in-body machine that actually reads your measurements for you, or at least your body fat percentage, your skeletal muscle percentage, get that marker. If you're just going to use a tape measure, that's fine. Use a tape measure, but jot that down so that you have a marker. And of course, weight. If you're working against weight, if that's your number one goal, then know your weight when you start the carnivore lifestyle. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, commit to a specific amount of time. How long are you going to live the carnivore lifestyle before you retest or revisit your initial markers? Is it going to be 6 weeks, 30 days, 2 months? In our case, it was 4 months. I felt that 4 months gave Greg's body enough time to respond to the nutritional changes that we have made. And absolutely it did. It blew us away how responsive his blood was to the carnivore lifestyle. So make sure that you commit to a certain amount of time to work against, so that you can get those markers and you can say, wow, I had no idea. So that's number 2, commit to a certain set amount of time. Number 3 is pick your level of carnivore. Okay, in the carnivore course, Carnivore Basics, the first 30 days, I lay out 3 different variations of the carnivore lifestyle that you can choose from. One being more the lion diet, so it's very, very strict. 2, the least strict, that allows dairy products into the carnivore lifestyle. And you select where you want to fall and where you want to commit for the 30-day period. So select your carnivore so that there's no confusion. This is the path you've taken. So there's no confusion during the amount of time that you allotted. You see how that works with the one just above it? So allot your time, pick your nutritional platform, how you're going to do carnivore. Are you going to go, lion carnivore? Are you going to go a little more relaxed carnivore? Or are you going to find something right in the middle? Okay, so pick your level, stick to that level for the whatever amount of time you set as your bar. Okay, I think that it's okay to level up, but I do not think it's okay to level down. And that's more of the psychological bent on lifestyle transformation. During the first 30, 60, 90 days, you are setting your bar. So what you have to think about is, this is like learning a skill. And if you learn a skill, and then as you're learning that skill, you're introduced to some shortcuts or some variations to do it, then your learning has kind of stopped and your bar is kind of dipped. Okay, and you're taking these shortcuts and these variations. So I would much rather see you level up and do it a little more difficultly because maybe it was easier for you. So you're like, you know what, I can level up, rather than level down and dip your bar down. Now, at the end of your allotted time, reassess your bar and move your bar where you need to move your bar. But during that initial phase of learning, stay pretty strict. And again, this isn't actually a performance on carnivore's end. This is a psychological learning aspect of lifestyle change. Okay, it's like saying, I'm just going to have one cookie, and before you know it, 3 cookies every night before bed has become your new bar because you let that bar slip in the very beginning. Okay, so just stay with your bar. Pick your level of carnivore, stick with it for the allotted amount of time. And finally, you must prepare your home environment. Protect your space. I talk about this often to new clients that are transitioning into the carnivore lifestyle. All kinds of opinions. When people hear what you're doing, they don't understand it, they're going to start offering opinions. Those opinions, you're already on shaky, rocky ground because you don't know what you're doing. So those opinions can really throw you off track. So when I say protect your space, protect your home, I want you to get all of the tempting boxed foods as far away from your home space as you possibly can. Get rid of the products that you know are tempting to you. Get those out of the house. And just keep this lifestyle choice very close to your chest so that you avoid unwanted, unsolicited, ground shaking advice from others that truly do not understand what you're doing with the carnivore lifestyle. They probably don't even understand your goals. So just protect all of that. Make sure your home environment is friendly. Once you've chosen a specific carnivore plan to commit to, make sure that your home is outfitted with the proper foods, the right butters, the right meats, a good quality salt. Look up some recipes on Pinterest. Don't get too complicated. Keep everything as simple as possible for the first 30 to 45 days. No complicated recipes. Just keep it very, very simple, but you also want to be inspired. So get on Pinterest, look up some carnivore recipes that fall within the carnivore plan that you've selected. Okay, those are my 4 tips to making the most of your carnivore transition. And if you're interested, I have a very detailed PDF download with all types of information, the specific blood work that you may want to look into getting prior to launching, also a body composition outline, as well as just maybe some charts and things where you can actually track your weight and your body measurements. I also outline for you the various types of carnivore that we have implemented into the carnivore course, so you can look over those and see if any of those would work for you. And we give you some tips to prepare your home environment. So if you would like a copy of that PDF, just go to the link in the bio and send me your email, and I will gift that to you in your inbox. And it's the best thing that has ever happened to my husband and I will go to all links of the world to share the message of the carnivore lifestyle. We're not hawking products, we're hawking life-changing nutrition that can bring you back from the brink of whatever you're facing, whether it's really poor blood work like Greg, whether it's body composition that has just gotten away from you, or perhaps it's that weight that you just can't shed. Either way, any of those 3, the carnivore lifestyle is the key to unlock next level health. I promise you that. Okay, if you would like that information, just send us your email and we will make certain that that PDF is delivered to you just as soon as possible. I'm Robin Shea. This is Carnivore School of Results. We can't wait to see you in the course.